Hello, this is Hineni WorldWide. My name is Jew. If this is your first time here, this channel is about encouraging the lost and the discouraged believer. Just people who they wish they had more, in the Lord, or don't know exactly where their footing is. I think a lot of the time a little encouragement goes a long way. There's actually a verse in the Bible. I think it says one plants and one brings the increase. I think that's how the verse goes. But it just makes me think, how much or how different would the world look if each of us just planted a seed of encouragement in each other. Just a little bit of belief, it goes a long way. And today I just felt to talk about how God redeems things in our life. One of the things that God redeems is our talents, So if you're a non-believer, what I'm saying is, a lot of the times being in that space, you kind of think to yourself, I don't really have anything to offer God, like what does God need from me, but he created all of us with special talents, some sing, some dance, some they're poets, some are really good at being really good listeners, some are just generous people, some are merciful, and all of these little things, they're gifts of the Spirit from God. And in the world, you can have someone who they're a really good dancer, and then what? They come to the Lord and then he redeems it for praise dancing and things like that. So I think today the encouragement is just, and this might be short. I don't feel to say a whole bunch on this, but if there's something that you love to do with your whole heart, be it you're in the world and you've not come to the Lord, but you're questioning, you're here on this video, or you're with the Lord and you're just discouraged and you don't know, what you can offer him. I would say pray and ask him about redeeming your talents, the things that you're good at, the things that you love to do, the things that, they come naturally to you, because if you look in the Bible, in the Old Testament, when they were building the temple, not the temple, the tent of meeting in the wilderness, there were all different kinds of skilled people. Some women, you had them as seamstress. You had men that were woodworkers, that were carpenters. You had, what they call blacksmiths, all these different people. Now, that was their natural job, their talent, or the Lord would even fill them with his Spirit, and they'd be even able to do more than what they've ever were capable of doing. And these things, they come from God, and in that moment, he redeemed them for himself. Because before that, they were blacksmiths back in Egypt. They were, seamstresses back in Egypt. They were doing all these things at a different point in time. They weren't really doing it according to God for the Lord. It wasn't bad. It wasn't amounting to a heavenly, calling or heavenly reward or anything like that. And that's what I'm trying to say. I know people that their gift is design. So they design, like scripture t-shirts or really cool, biblical graphics and things like that. And every little bit of inspiration, every little bit of encouragement. There's a term, I'm Jamaican, there's a term, and it's every little mickle makes a muckle. And it means that every little bit that you tack on, it equals to something, almost every penny. 100 pennies equal $1. You need a lot of pennies, but they all amount to something, and that's the way that the body works. And I say that to say that whatever thing you have, come and put it before the throne of God and see what he can do with it. And that's all I feel to say today. Thanks for joining me.